see our frame. Oh, we're good. That's good. Hello and welcome to Dungeon Academy. I think this is episode 62. And we're right near the end of the Rod of Seven Parts story. From 2nd edition converted to 5th.
Things are happening and I'm scared.
So
same.
The last time all they did was kind of prepare to go get the final piece, which is in the Plane of Pandemonium, in a Citadel of Chaos, which the map of it is on the screen. And in the Citadel, the 7th piece is there, and it's guarded by Miska the Wolf Spider, who is this ancient demon lord who's sort of linked to the rod. And so the group was doing research, and I want to slightly rewind a little bit, because I said that they went to a library in the Outlands. And this was one of these things, one of these D&D things where it's like, I remembered it, but I didn't remember what book it was in. So I had to spend time, and it turns out it was in Tales from the Infinite Staircase, a Planescape book by Monty Cook. So, all right. So you had decided that you were going to go to some library in the Outlands, right? And the Wind Duke, our quest stand, has a wind chariot, which is like this disc, and you step on it, and you all turn into a tornado, and you can travel the plains. So you had stepped on the disc, and you went to the Outlands, which is a central plane of neutrality that has gate towns to all these different planes. And in the middle of the Outlands, there's this huge spire, like an infinitely tall spire, which somehow has the city of Sigil hovering above it. And at the base of the spire, there's a city that was once created by the Rilmani, who were a neutral race, and they have like gray, silver skin. So, you're on the wind chariot. You fly, you're in the Outlands, you're flying over this really tall grass, and it's sunny out, and there's a blue sky, and it's very quiet. And you're approaching the city, which our quest stand tells you is called Sum of All. S-U-M. Sum of All. And as you get closer, you see it is completely abandoned, and all the buildings are in ruins, except for one library-looking place. What do you do?
I know we got some information on him last time. Are we able to look up?
We've rewinded, so you haven't got that information. I just wanted to.
Gotcha.
You will get it in a minute if you go, unless you just don't go into the library, and then I don't know what I'm going to do. But
no, let's go to the library.
Let's research. It's interesting that this place is called Sum of All, and you're the center of all. Is that like the mean of all, the average of all, maybe the median of all? I don't know.
Your highfalutin math jokes, like I barely grasped them. All right. I failed math like 30 times. Okay.
Oh, too much math for D&D.
So let's see. Where are my notes here for this part? All right, so you're at the library. There's a, it's got a name. It's called, where are you? You see, okay, in writing, Lily, you can read any kind of written text, right?
Yes.
So in the language of the Romani, it says, the collection of hated lore. And there's doors.
There's doors.
Yeah, doors.
What kind of doors?
Lead into the library.
All right, let's go.
Right.
Push those doors open.
Collection of hated lore or
hated lore.
Huh.
Oh.
Yeah. So you go inside.
Yeah.
It's much bigger on the inside than it is on the outside.
Oh, God,
There's all these chambers that look the same, and all the walls are made of mirrors. But when you go into a library room with mirrored walls, when you look in the mirrors, the reflections show different books on the shelves. And there's certain mirrored areas not blocked by shelves. Now, our quest stand has never been here before, so he doesn't know what the deal is either. This is strange. Mirrors.
Weird.
I have Detect magic. I
Mhm.
would like to detect some magic on those mirrors.
You notice a couple things. All right, one, all the mirrors are magical. A couple of the books are magical.
I
And
love
there's
magic
one
books.
area of this library that is super magical.
Oh,
Mhm,
super magic. Guys, there's super magic here.
mhm.
Oh boy.
Where is it?
You want to go to that place?
Hold on, what are the mirrors do? Because
What kind of magic?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh God, I can't remember. Mirrors are like travel magic.
Oh boy.
sounds good.
Oh,
That makes
Super-
way, just say the thing. Like it makes way more sense than actual D&D magic classes.
Yeah.
The super magic is artifact magic.
oh.
Oh.
Where's your- All the magic users are like, not artifact, you say?
Artifact.
And what's in the mirrors?
Yeah, tell me about the mirrors.
They're travel magic and they spook me.
Mhm.
It's always nice to know. But
I
so,
came across a mirror in the what's the words I'm looking for? In the mazes. Yeah. That I touched it and it made it a window into the Shadowfell.
Maybe
But
it's like that.
I couldn't pass through it. It was just a window.
Well, these have travel magic, so it has to take
Yeah.
you somewhere.
Can we, is there any, like, loose objects in the area?
Well, there's books.
Let's
Like-
not throw.
And you also notice that the
Books and
books are all
mirrors.
written in some weird language that none of you have ever.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
John. What kind of language?
really?
Oh, well, it's a language called Camarel.
Ah,
That I guess Lilia can read because she can read all languages.
yes.
Oh, finally, my taking that feat has finally is worth it. We went to the magic library.
Mhm.
The lore monger.
Yay!
So what do you want to do? Mirrors, artifact, library.
Look in the mirrors. I
no.
want to look at some books.
Well, they're written in a weird language, but Lilia can see that they're written backwards.
Oh,
Oh.
oh,
Oh, so we have to grab the books and hold them up to the mirrors.
That's right.
oh,
Okay.
do it.
Yeah, grab some books, hold them
So
up.
all the books are written in an ancient language that nobody knows, basically. And to read them, you have to hold them up to a mirror and read the reflection. That still doesn't explain the travel magic or the artifact.
Mm.
Maybe we should go look at the artifact and then maybe start poking the mirror with a stick because I'm interested to see what happens.
I'm interested too, and I need to tone down my DM thing because I used a magic mirror in my last game.
It's okay. I'll figure it out. I'll be a dummy.
Cool. I need to tone it down. Get in the headspace, Rena.
Oh.
You are Winthrop.
I am Winthrop.
In a previous game with Sean, we did have magic mirrors.
So what do you want to do?
Mm.
I don't know.
I want to go look at the artifact.
In a room, there is a device that is it's a mirrored machine that is pumping out. It's got like one long scroll paper, and it's creating written words on the paper. So this room is just full of scroll paper, like it's been printing documents nonstop for a really long time.
What does it say?
Oh no, it's a bunch
Like-
of receipt tape.
It's a CVS receipt.
It's a
Serious?
Oh my God, Rena's on fire today. All right. Yeah, it's why don't, you can make an Arcana, maybe you can figure it out.
Okay.
Probably like a 30.
No, just a 13.
Oh, you don't know.
Oh.
Could I try? Because
Yeah.
I got 3.
I realize
2,
now
so.
that I have proficiency in Arcana that I never use.
Okay.
You should, because I have a plus 11, so.
I got an 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
So, Winthrop, you realize that this is an artifact known as the Bindery of Halamak. What it does is, whenever somebody writes a book in anywhere in the multiverse, this thing makes a copy of it and prints it in the weird language of the Camarel and upside down and backwards.
That's so neat.
Literally everything gets printed here.
Any
That's
book,
so
it's
cool.
not like if it's like a short note that somebody writes, it doesn't. But if it's a full book, then yeah.
If it gets published.
Yes,
Oh.
by a reputable
Cool.
publisher.
What about plays? Are plays here?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay.
But the problem that you can see is that this
You probably can't find it in like this
It's a
whole
mess.
this
mess.
place is like impossibly huge.
Yeah.
So
So there has to be like a sorting system or like some librarian around here or something.
Formerly.
Yeah. Looks.
you don't see
Try to-
anybody here.
Well, maybe there's oh, what's the word? I can't remember what it's called. Like directory? I don't think it's a directory. Whatever.
Dewey Decimal System.
I think this is the directory.
Yeah. Basically, it'll just be a lot of searching.
The problem is, like, I'm the only one who can read this stuff, so this might be a long time. It's gonna take us a long time to figure out what we need.
Kidding.
Well, hang on. Let me.
Not really. It'll just be a library research montage.
Yeah. Let's.
Okay.
I mean,
oh boy.
I'll do
That
investigation.
can get
or
rough.
perception. I'll look.
I'll like start marking down letters that like are like correspond to like common letters, and make like a code.
Mhm.
Yeah, make it code. Like if we're looking for a specific, this is the word we're looking for, and it's this shape.
Yeah,
We can
yeah.
look for that shape.
Exactly.
So basically, what you find is you can walk through the mirrors in the rooms to get to the other
Oh.
rooms.
Cool.
So it's
Okay.
sort of like this unfolding demi-plane kind of a thing.
Oh.
So eventually, you find your books on Miska the wolf spider, and you also find, let's see here, a magic book called A Manual of Gainful Exercise. This book
What does it do?
This book
I'm sorry, the name is just.
describes fitness exercises, and its words are charged with magic. If you spend 48 hours over a period of 6 days or fewer studying the book's contents, your strength score increases by 2, as does your maximum for that score.
Oh, that's a really good one. You have to read it for like 45 days.
48 hours.
48 hours over a
Ooh.
period of 6 days or fewer.
So basically, if you're spend a lot of time reading, like a full-time job plus reading.
Yeah.
And the manual will lose its magic once you use it and regains it in a century.
Oh,
So that way,
Whoa.
not everybody can read it and get 2 strength.
Yeah.
Just be passing it
Well,
around.
that might be something to do on our off time.
Yeah, I can think. Probably one of us can use it. I mean, it might. Probably can help. I mean, we're gonna face off.
I would assume it would help our melee
Yeah, but-
people more.
Oh yeah, I was thinking hourly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Arlie. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I
but
would
if
love
I
to
already
see.
have 20,
I don't need strength.
Oh, it increases.
it increases your
last
maximum.
one.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's why
So
I'm
you
like,
can have
bring
a
it up to
22
6.
strength. That's insane.
yeah.
Okay.
You want to hold on to that?
Yeah.
Yeah, here you go. Start reading this. There's like 80s acrobatics, jazzercise, regiment in there.
We still have some of the stuff from the penguins. We can go grab some of it. And...
Yeah.
Exact. There we
Like-
go.
All right. So you get the book and you find the book on Miska the wolf spider, and you learn all the stuff we talked about last time. Let's see. You know that Miska's essence is bound in the rod. And there's this weird deal where like he can't really be killed until he's like at half strength, right? Because his essence is in the rod. But once you assemble all 7 pieces, if he gets both hands on it, he's restored to his full power. And at that time, then you could kill him. But you have to kill him, and he's at full power, and he's a demon lord, and he's very powerful.
I've been thinking about this, guys. We're really powerful. We killed like a dragon literally 2 days ago. So I'm just
At
saying,
the skin
we
of
might be
our
able
teeth.
to do this.
Literally, you were about to die.
But I'm fine now.
He's probably got like 3 legendary actions per turn. Like,
What's a legendary action? I don't even know what that is.
He basically
Breaking
hulks
through
out
that wall.
and says no.
I'm just saying. Hold on, Sean. If we like get him down really low when he's like at half power, does that stay, or does he get back up to like full pickles when he is like?
You're pretty sure that if he's at half power and you kill him, he'll just start to regenerate. But when he's at full power, if you kill him, he's just dead.
What if we get him down to like low health?
Yeah.
Restore him. Does it like regenerate everything, or does he remain at like?
Oh.
It's like
That's what I'm
half power
saying.
Yeah, that might work. Yeah.
Some Breath of the Wild.
Does he like get
shenaniganry
to
up
like
in here?
50? Like he like goes up 50%, but it's like it's a set 50%, or is it too full?
Yeah, you're pretty sure he wouldn't like magically refresh to full power.
Okay, thank God. I was gonna say I quit.
So basically, it's like in a video game where like he has one form and then a second form.
It's the second phase.
Exactly.
I was thinking kind of Breath of the Wild, where if you do these other things, it'll weaken him a little bit, and you can just skip a phase.
Exactly. I mean that. So what I'm thinking is like if we sneak in there and we attack him full force, all the things, and then like last point, we give him the rod, kick his butt, and then we're done. Simple.
Except the fact that 2 out of the 5 of our party can mostly only do melee, and he'd kill us.
Well, first of all, we can get them. Arlie has a really cool magic weapon. I'm just saying, she has a pizza cutter that's really dope.
But if she cuts him and it gets on her, based on what we're reading here, then she could die instantly.
So maybe we should get some magic acid-proof armor.
We can try. I want to enchant
Well,
some stuff.
the thing
I've
about
never
it,
tried it.
the thing you know is that his blood got on the rod, and it was powerful enough to break the rod into 7 pieces and tear a rip in the multiverse. So you're not sure if there's any armor that might protect you from his blood.
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough.
I can enchant some stuff. I've never learned enchanting, but if it's possible, I'd like to enchant some stuff with Death Ward. It's a spell I have. It's really cool. Keeps you from dying, first off.
Oh yeah.
Reminds
That
me
would
of
be
a
helpful.
wizard spell that it's a wizard spell, so I don't think we can learn it.
Man.
Called contingency.
Yeah, if I can find someone who can enchant stuff, I want to give each of you this, so at least we have more than one shot of not dying. Because I'm scared that I'm going to let all of you just kind of die immediately. We don't know how powerful he is. He could swipe us with the whatever claws, whatever he's got, bite us, and we just die.
You know he has 4 arms and a spider body and 2 wolf heads and a regular head.
Okay, so
cool.
that's like 3 bites,
Yeah,
4
3
claw
bites,
swipes.
4 claw attacks.
I think you guys are overreacting, and I think we can do this. I believe in us. We're
Better
pretty
to be
cool.
over-prepared in this case.
Yeah, I don't want to lose any of you, so, you
This
know,
is true.
kind of like to keep it safe.
Yeah, I mean, totally.
Is there any, Sean, is there any books on Pandemonium here that we can find? Can we, like, look for something?
Is there maps? In
Yes.
this?
That's one of
Library?
the planes that has a gate from where we are.
Yep.
Yeah, there, you can just walk through a gate and you're like, hey, we're there.
But I'd like a
Kinda
GPS.
scared.
Yeah,
I don't really
Pandemonium.
want to go in.
So you spend some time walking through mirrors, and eventually, because Lily can read all the languages, she finds a book about Pandemonium, holds it up to a mirror, and you can read it. And you learn that it's a plane of madness, a great mass of rock riddled with tunnels carved by howling winds. It is cold, noisy, and dark with no natural light. Wind quickly extinguishes non-magical open flames, such as torches and campfires. It also makes conversation possible only by yelling, and even then only to a maximum distance of 10 feet. Most of the plane's inhabitants are creatures that were banished to the plane with no hope of escape. You also read about how when you spend time there, the winds slowly drive you crazy. So every hour that you're in Pandemonium, you have to make a saving throw. And if you fail, you gain a level of exhaustion. And once you reach 6 levels of exhaustion, you don't die. Instead, you gain indefinite madness on the madness chart in Dungeon Master's Guide. So the winds drive you crazy.
Oh shit, so you can't sleep there.
But our quest stand is with you, and he tells you that the Wind Dukes build the cocoon of law around the Citadel, so the winds don't get into the Citadel. Although if the cocoon went away for some reason, then the winds would join.
Which happens when we put him at full strength with a rod.
That's right.
Fuck.
Fun.
This is so much fun. I'm terrified. Oh, okay. Maybe we should go, well, we probably should buff up our armor just to be safe. I
Yes.
know. I know. It can't hurt, just in case, like, you know, small attacks.
Yeah.
Thank you for the follow, Jin Logic.
Hello. Can you get down? Get down. Get down.
They liked your Pandemonium talk.
I know, it's so interesting to, like, just plan things instead of doing them.
I know. I'm shocked.
D&D in a library.
Oh,
yeah.
So fun, so interesting.
My natural habitat.
Let's re-alphabetize these books. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, let's get down and
Yeah.
dirty with this Dewey Decimal System. Just, yes.
Hey, we're the ones who turned D&D into a dating sim. We have no room to talk.
Oh.
Listen, if I can't date, like, cute people in D&D, what's the point?
So are you done with the library? You find everything you were going to find?
I think so. Did y'all want to look for anything else?
I don't think so.
Is there any other, like, magic books in here?
Yeah, look at the magic books.
No.
No? Okay.
Oh.
I guess we're done!
It's an infinite library. It would take you years to find more, probably.
Well,
Oh.
Lynn is, like, very upset to go, because she does love books, and she loves magic books. But she's like, I know we have places to be, and we don't have time for this, so I
We
will
can
come back for
definitely-
you later, library.
So
We can definitely come back if need be.
you exit the collection of hated lore. You step on the disc, and the wind chariot activates, and you're inside a tornado somehow, and you are brought back to your Spelljammer ships, which are floating in space right near a portal to Sigil. The crew on your ship greets you again, and one thing I had forgotten was that you have all those other ships, and each of those ships has a crew of Dowar, which are penguin people.
We need some of that jazzercise stuff stat.
Oh, yeah, they have all the hot pants. So yeah, they bust out some crates and headbands,
All right.
leg warmers.
So Arlie just looks like she took an 80s dance class.
Yeah.
So she's gonna need 48 hours to do the gainful exercise. So you're just gonna hang out in space for a few days while Airly works out magically.
Uh,
Get
I
that
mean, we
bonus.
do gotta go, like, get people.
yeah, can we go check out some armor? Go see if we can find armor.
Armor. All right. Where do you
Just
go
go-
for that?
Should we go to Sigil since it's right here?
Should we go to Sigil? Because I feel like we're gonna get hurt if we go to Sigil.
Well, we can just like hide.
I'm
Just, like,
just
go
saying
see-
it. We can.
I mean, I have to go back anyways to go talk to Prince Buttongleam and.
That's right.
All right, I guess so.
If you want, I can always go check and come back, but I just don't want to leave you out.
Yeah, I'm just worried about Winthrop going to Sigil.
I know, but hey, if we take care of these enemies now, we don't have to worry about them later.
It's true.
Maybe we should go talk to the Raven Queen. This seems like something we should clear up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, her temple's in Sigil.
that's right. There's Evelyn. We can talk to her about it.
Yeah, and I could get this freaking soul out of me.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Two
She'd
birds with
probably
one
gladly
stone.
help you with that too.
Well, your thing is more important. I'm not being threatened by someone trying to kill me.
Not unless someone finds out that you want to get rid of that soul.
Okay, that's not the point.
I'm just saying.
Fine, let's go.
So you're gonna step through the portal to Sigil.
Yeah.
All right, and so you're back in Sigil, the City of Doors, planar city with all sorts of creatures. You've been here many times before. The last time you were here, one of the bounty hunters going after Winthrop, the spine of Vlocketh, had sent some Githyanki, but you were able to escape. But there's
Before we walk through, I do turn into a dog.
oh, okay.
Alright.
But when you appear in Sigil, there's no spine of any of them. Yeah, step aside.
I get it.
I'm still better safe than sorry. I am dog.
You bring any of your NPC horde with you?
If the
I mean, I feel
is there anyone who wants to come?
Oh, my favorite NPC might want to come.
No.
Reeves like Sigil, he might want to come back.
As you're all gathering around talking about agreeing to go to the city of Sigil, suddenly a dark presence approaches you from the shadows. His eyes flare red, and his cape begins to billow. He says, "Of course, I shall travel with you to the City of Doors."
Of course.
Fine.
No one is surprised.
You can't.
I mean, just stay outside when we have to go.
Of course, darling.
Lily is starting to get like really creeped out by this guy because you're getting creeped out.
It's more just like general frustration and not knowing.
You need to have boundaries.
I have boundaries.
All right, I'm going to read NPC names, and you say if they're coming or not, and I will check
Try.
them. Okay?
Immediately, I think Reeves might come because he said that he liked Sigil.
Yeah.
He says, "Is it alright if I come?" Yes, right. Blink Dog,
think
bark,
it's fine.
bark, tail wag.
Yeah.
It's like, oh boy, he needs to take a walk. So we need
Fabio, aka Big Beefman.
big feet.
Is he
I
coming?
didn't know he was Jewish.
I don't know. What's his name?
It sounds
Or
like
is-
he named himself after Big B. I'm sorry. Big Beefman.
Big Beefman.
You gonna take him, or you want to leave him?
I feel like we should leave him with
Brave
Brave
Sweet? Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah.
What about Twinthrop? Whoosh.
If Twinthrop wants to come,
Wind armor. You notice he's wielding a new sword.
Is that who I think it is?
It is Zephyrus, aka
yes.
Falendra. The Wind Duke who can turn into a sword. Baby Gnarl.
Yes, I'm not letting him on my sides.
Chungus the Barovian Rabbit.
Craft a little saddle for Gnarl and put him on.
Yeah, I mean, I did make him like a little baby Bjorn, so.
Yeah.
Okay. And Chungus the Rabbit? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shove her into a pocket.
That's the usual crew. Alright.
It is the
Yeah.
usual crew.
So you assemble your pile of NPCs and you go to the city of Sigil. No sign of any bounty hunters or assassins. Everybody's just going about their day. There's some Dabases trimming razor vine, which is always growing in the city.
Well,
and you wanted to go to the temple. You want to buy armor?
Yeah.
I
At
think we
least
have
try.
What kind
3
of armor?
errands.
Fancy schmancy armor for Arlie and Seraphine.
Fancy.
I don't need
schmancy
big armor.
I just want to protect someone in case.
Armor for Aaron.
I have acid resistance armor.
I mean, is it acid when it destroys the... Oh,
It's
no.
resistant, so that's all I know. Acid damage will be halved, which was useful
There is
against the dragon.
magic armor of resistance, where it resists a certain damage type, like acid or cold or fire or force or lightning. And you know that there are in existence suits of armor of invulnerability, which Seraphine had a suit of that for a while. That's
Oh,
gone.
yeah, I missed that. It was awesome.
And then there's
I don't know if we have enough money for that.
Then there's just
Probably
regular magic armor.
Good point. We
I
need to
mean,
set
if
up a
we-
bake sale.
Yeah, if we pool our resources, we can.
Oh my god. Well, Arlie's like off of their jazzercising. I'm making cookies for a bake sale. Albert Cause to save the universe!
Yeah.
Oh my...
Sessions can be weird. What? Who wrote that?
I don't know.
I don't understand that at all.
I'm so confused. It has nothing.
Are you listening to multiple live streams at the same
Yeah,
time?
Yeah.
this is definitely not it, bud.
There's no pantomime birth going on right now, I don't think so.
We're just fortunate. I
Although we
wouldn't
could
want
say
one.
that the armor salesperson is a pregnant lady who's a mime. It's Sigil,
Sure.
so. And her name is Vortexus. I'm Vortexus, the armor salesman. I'll be having a child soon, and hopefully it will talk
Oh.
less than I, because we mimes have been sworn to silence.
This is
Sure.
so sign language.
So, you want to buy a suit of armor? Is that the deal?
Yeah, what you
I
got?
mean, how are you doing on the AC and stuff? Because I know who you and Arlie both have
I got 20, so I'm okay.
both melee.
Mine
I-
is 17 right now.
Yeah, we should.
Mine is
probably-
16.
What are you proficient in? Are you allowed to wear?
I have light armor and that's it.
Okay, can we get you like some?
I think I have leather armor right now. I have the armor.
I have
of
that
wool.
rune that we can upgrade it if needed.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
from way back.
Yeah.
How did you remember that?
I think we did like a check of all of our stuff lately.
I made a list that says, don't forget you have these.
Yeah.
Because I hoard things.
Good.
So
Yeah.
what kind of armor do you want to buy?
Do you have any like?
Do we
You know-
know? Do we know
Yeah.
what kind of damage?
Mishka?
Yes.
No, but we can just try like. Do you have any like? If I want like a buffer necklace or like something that like boosts like, really health Constitution, anything that is like pluses. Trying to figure out how to say that in D&D terms, and I just can't.
Just she's got +1 armor, and then armor of resistance, which could be acid, cold, fire, force, lightning, necrotic, poison, psychic, radiant, or thunder.
Poison might make sense because it's a wolf spider.
Armor?
I mean, I already have resistance to poison and fire.
What about for Arlie though?
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'll take whatever.
Yeah.
Do you just have classic armor and you need magic-y stuff?
Yeah. I mean, I'm good. Like if I get like a little bit better armor, because I have chainmail right now. So like, if I got a shield, and maybe like, I don't know. I'm looking right now.
I mean, we can add some. It can't hurt to have resistances in case he like knocks you across the floor and you like, oh, first damage. Ow. You have resistance.
Okay.
Now, either one, either the +1 armor or the resistance, either one would cost 5,000 gold.
A lot of gold that I do not have.
Yeah, I've only 1,000.
Yeah, we have some like 1,000 or so gold each.
Yeah, I don't mind pulling it.
I don't remember when I got this.
I think it was because of the penguins.
No, I remember I got my gold. I have a note. I got it all the way back in like episode 5 of us like completing the first few tasks for the army.
Yeah, I used my gold from that already because I was afraid of heights
I
for a
have
little while, and then I
900
took
gold on me.
wind
I don't know
magic
where it
to
came
make up
from
for it.
or what it is, but it's here. So I will give it to you for whatever you need.
Yeah, I'll chip in 1,000.
No, I could just buy. I'll just get a shield. I'm used to shields. It's fine.
A shield?
Okay.
shield.
Yeah.
Is there a good boy shield, please?
Vortexus mimes the shields. Let's see. Shields. Oh, +1 shield is uncommon, so that would cost 500 gold.
Less,
Uh,
more affordable.
she's
We can make
also
it a
got
+2 shield.
a shield of missile attraction.
What?
Why would you want that?
This shield is
You want to
cursed.
be more of a? Do you want to be more of a tank? Be more of a tank. Draw missiles from your opponents that are aiming at your.
See, like that's what you
Mates.
need a monk for, where you're like you bring them to you and then they come in and grab it and throw it back.
Whenever somebody makes a ranged weapon attack within 10 feet of you, you become the target.
Even if they're targeting someone
A
else.
sentinel. A sentinel shield. While holding this shield, you have advantage on initiative rolls and wisdom perception checks.
Oh.
The shield is emblazoned
sick.
with a symbol of an eye. That's 500 gold.
Wow.
I'll lend any gold you need. Whatever you want.
Whatever he wants to, you will give you anything. You can have one thing.
We're like those benevolent grandparents.
Yeah, one thing.
Make it count.
So what do you want, Early?
Just the +1 shield's fine.
Oh my god,
All right.
that sentinel shield was cool.
Who's paying the 500 gold?
I'll chip in.
Yeah.
I chip in my 20 gold that I have. I don't have
Here.
anything.
I'll pay.
I don't know how much I have.
I'll pay for 400. Or does anyone else want to help, or I can cover
Yeah.
I'm finding out how much I have.
Let's see. I'll do 350.
It says I have-
You do 350, and we can call it even.
it? Yeah, sounds
Because I
good.
have 200. If
Ah.
anything's needed.
I'll spin some. Okay, 350 each from Lily
Yep.
and I.
You guys keep your money.
All right.
Yeah.
So Airly has a new shield from Sigil, and it's a +1, so your armor class just went up by 1.
Woo!
Hey.
Arlie's
Oh,
untouchable.
Is it +1 or is it
It's
like
plus
the shield
the
classic,
regular
which is 2 with a +1 bonus?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I did that and it's +3, so I got I have a 19 armor class now.
19. That's good.
Yes, good.
All right, you buy a sweet shield in the city of Sigil.
So should we go talk to your friends in Umbra Town and then go to the Raven Queen's temple and
Yeah,
head back home to get everybody else?
sounds good.
All right.
You go to the temple of Umbra, goddess of good, who Seraphine worships, I think. Who's at the temple of Umbra, you might wonder? Well,
Oh,
the Zaktars, legendary prophets. There's 3 of them. And as you get there, 2 agents of Umbra just went shopping. Amalika, the devil who's been redeemed, and she's got her baby carriage full of snakes, and she's with Decimeth, an incubus who was working for the Queen of Chaos, but now he has quit, and he's here, and he's got the tentacle marks on his neck where Queen of Chaos almost killed him for failing.
I forgot we left him here.
yeah, we dropped him off like a little toddler.
They just bought bonnets for all of the snakes.
No.
There's
adorable.
Durngrin, a Cambion,
Hello.
who's redeemed by the abbot. Inamigal, a Yugoloth who's redeemed by the abbot. And Kralina, a prophet. And Prince Buttongleam, the unicorn man, who is still tending to these unicorns that were rescued from Grozit's realm, because in Grozit's realm they actually eat unicorn meat. So heroes rescued him and gave him to him, and he's slowly trying to get them back to health, because they were not taken care of properly. So they all would know about Zerial, so immediately they crowd around Seraphine and are in awe of her silver eyes and her angel wings and her 20 charisma, and the prophets who can see the future all nod knowingly as if they knew that this was going to happen.
Everyone doubted me, but I took care of it.
Prince Buttongleam says, "You look splendid and divine."
Thank you. Okay, so kind of a tough situation. We're about to go try to kill Mishka the wolf spider, and possibly destroy the multiverse, but we're gonna try to prevent that.
The prophets who see the future smile and nod knowingly.
Yeah. Do you
One
know how that's
whispers,
gonna turn out?
I knew she was going to say that.
Oh, do you know how it's gonna end then, or can you not see that far?
They just give you a cryptic smile.
Oh boy.
Let's
Okay.
That's
just...
gonna be really messed up if she turns out that she's the one that dies at the end.
Yeah. Hate you. Do you guys have anything?
And then you lose both your hands and your legs, but you're still alive somehow.
A
I'm a
torso.
torso. Like Monty Python. So we're probably gonna need your help. But do you guys have anything cool, magical that can help us out, or can you guys just show?
When you went to Avernus, we gave you all those cool Umbra items. Remember?
We've got them. I know. I was just trying to see if you have anything even crazier to Umbra and all, because she's so helpful.
Well, I mean, we did want to redeem Strahd.
I'm working on it. He takes a long time. He's a tough egg to crack.
Because there's that book that I think we
Maybe
have.
because he's an evil little bitch or something like that.
Oh my god. You're lucky he's waiting outside.
Yeah.
I didn't answer that in character.
Dog Winthrop just goes like,
I didn't answer that in character.
Yikes.
I'm just saying Strahd is evil and I hate him.
It's like the best guy.
He is.
he is the CEO of Incel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's an incel.
Shit.
He's so an incel.
Dare you?
He's literally chasing after a girl that doesn't want him, and
Hey, I never said I didn't want him.
Strahd's an incel. That's ridiculous.
Mm.
Just so you know, I just want to point something out, is that when you leave this temple, there is going to be a lady talking to Strahd, just so you know. Just want to...
I mean, I'm not surprised.
Yes.
There it is. Look at that. See, I have all my notes here. My
You're so good.
redeeming Strahd notes, which I thought you were going to do like 10 sessions ago.
I'm trying.
Ah,
I don't know what it entails.
Prince Buttongleam busts out a tome called the Donum Vitae.
Ooh.
This contains the knowledge of Sorcerer King Neskar. It is a ritual that can purge vampirism.
Ooh.
You remove the taint of undeath by infusing Strahd with the soul of others.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but you would need some stuff.
Like what stuff?
A control gem. There's these creatures called slods. They're like frog monsters, and each of them has in their head a gem. So you have to kill one and pull the gem out of their head.
Oh my god.
That sounds
You don't even
complicated.
necessarily have to kill them.
It's
You
true.
just need to know how to get it out.
That's true. And I mean, if you pull
And
it
then
out,
you can control them.
right? Yeah.
I used one in my campaign recently. Again.
This is all from an adventure online. Amazing.
Ooh.
So you would have to stop me if you don't want to hear any more about this. But
No, keep going.
so basically, you would be replacing his deficiencies with virtues. So Strahd's pride would become humility. His envy would become kindness. Gluttony becomes temperance. Lust becomes chastity.
Oh.
See, then you
Oh.
can.
We don't need that. That was
Yeah,
fine.
no, skip that one.
Yeah, skip that one.
But it's part of the ritual.
We'll fix that real quick.
You're gonna cross that part out of the book.
They're
Yeah.
like,
No, don't need
this
that.
is a spell to make Strahd a virgin again.
He becomes a 5,000-year-old virgin. It goes to the end. Bro,
This ritual has
Oh.
effects I did not intend. All right. Wrath becomes patience. Greed becomes charity, and sloth becomes diligence. Yeah. So yeah, it's the whole thing.
Okay. Would he lose all of his powers and become human again, or what would happen to him?
Yes, he would become human.
Okay. I'll take the book and like do it later. Does it have to be in a specific spot, or can it just be anywhere?
No, but it's like a whole thing. It's like there's
Gotcha.
rounds, and people have to donate pieces of their soul.
Jesus.
So
Okay. Well, I'll save that for after the battle, just to be safe.
I think you would need a donor for each virtue. So like if you didn't do lust, then you'd need 6 donors.
Okay.
Or one person could just donate their soul.
I'm not gonna do that.
What would happen if we use Mishka's soul to?
Oh shit. Yeah, we'll force him into a ritual.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
That's a good
I
idea.
don't know. I don't think that would work, but
Hey, we've got the rod. We can make it. We can make it work.
Wow. Yeah.
it's too much power.
No one man should have all that power.
Wow.
If you make a wish with the rod, it will split apart.
I know. I'm not saying wish. We can just like distract him long enough to steal his soul.
How does that work?
How does D&D work? Okay.
That's a good
Make
point.
things work. Rolls. The
I
dice
blame-
decide.
Magical notes.
So Prince Buttongleam asks, what was it you came here for? What can I do for you?
So we are gonna go to Pandemonium to take care of Mishka, and I was wondering, like, if you know things go really bad, really south, can you guys, maybe if we call upon you, come help us out? There was a way.
Of course.
He always needs some help. There's gonna be a lot of scary monsters there.
Yeah.
So, all right. So the prophets can't go, but Decimeth doesn't want to go.
Aww.
But you would have a Cambion,
That
an
doesn't
Arinyes,
want to go.
a Yugoloth,
Listen, that's fair. That's honestly fair.
Prince Buttongleam, and they also have a whole bunch of just kind of commoner followers? Like, how many of those would you want?
As many.
They're commoners.
Like, well, what happened was there was all of these people who got trapped in a layer of the abyss. They became a tribe in a demon jungle. They were called the Alives, and they were just trying to survive in this place ruled by a Merilith like demigod.
Like
And
Lilia's Town.
about 4 or 5 years ago in my Planescape campaign, the heroes rescued a whole bunch of them, and they came to the Temple of Umbra, and they became followers of Umbra. So there's a bunch of them. There's like 20 of them. So
However many.
the Alives.
Anyone who's willing to come. I don't want anyone to be forced into having to show up.
All
Roll
right.
for how many people want to go.
20. Oh, they'll go. 20 followers.
It's like a.
Unicorn male. Darren Green. All right,
we
just
need to know what's at stake. So.
Yeah, it's a big, like, possible lose your lives situation. So I don't want anyone.
they attempt to put your mind at ease by saying, the prophets have told us that this was going to happen months ago. We're already ready.
Oh.
Aww,
The prophets nod. We knew that this was going to happen.
you're so sweet. Okay, good, because we're a little scared.
And Malika begins to sharpen her snakes because her baby snakes are also used as projectile weapons, like spears or darts.
They're dreepy. They're dreepy.
Yep.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
That's from Chris Perkins' Umbra.
Does she do, like, lasso projectiles or, like, shoots them out of a gun projectile?
No, she grabs one out of her carriage and it becomes like straight, and she just throws it. And it's like a dart.
I'm sorry. There's a. I've been playing Pokemon Shield, and there's a Pokemon called Dreepy, and it evolves into Dracloak, which evolves into Dragapult. And it says, apparently the Dreepy inside Dragapult's horns eagerly look forward to being launched out at Mach speeds.
Wow.
I love the idea of these tiny rascals just being like, yes, shoot me!
Shoot me!
Little daredevil snake.
And also, once a fight
Wonderful.
starts, it launches the Dreepy like supersonic missiles.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's what I'm imagining.
Yeah.
I welcome this mental image. Oh,
Yes.
fine.
All right, so the agents of Umbra are with you. Was there anything else you wanted to do in Sigil?
Um,
Go to the temple of the Raven Queen, right? To get a message to the Raven Queen, be like, hey, there's some nonsense happening.
So you arrive at the Temple of the Raven Queen. A grim censer bearer opens the doors to the temple. A heavily armored dude holding a censer that's letting out smoke. And he beckons you inside, and he leads you to Evelyn from Dice Camera Action, but my campaign is an alternate universe. So in this universe, Evelyn is a paladin of the Raven Queen, not Lathander. And she recognizes you as you run into her before, and you explain that you want to get a message to the Raven Queen.
Kind of. I'll be the one to talk about it, I guess. I'll turn out of dog form.
She explains that. She says, well, I can try. I can pray to the Raven Queen, and maybe she'll hear y'all's message.
Okay.
yeah.
There's a key thing, and I'm getting all of the names mixed up again, and I lost my notes. So,
Yeah.
what I know
Yeah.
is her son decided that I should be dead.
Oh, Vorkis is the master of fate.
Yeah.
He's a prickly one.
Yes, you've mentioned that. Well, he decided to take 4 of his lost souls and set them after me,
Oh.
which I don't see this as an equal trade. I don't think that makes sense, especially as one of them seems to be some sort of necromantic spirit that's floating around causing mayhem. But
One of them is a beholder, so
one of them's a beholder.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so apparently what it is if they kill me or get me or whatever, they can get their soul back, which seems like a bad idea just in general. But That's the situation, and I feel like the Raven Queen should know.
All right, well, I'll pray just as hard as I can, and maybe she'll hear me
Thanks, Elin.
in her icy, cold fortress. Until then, may the darkness of the Raven Queen envelop you in safety.
Thank you.
God, what
I
the
need that
Raven-
right now.
Is that what the Raven Queen's supposed to do?
Not really.
But you can still hope for it.
Oh.
Fingers crossed.
All right. Well, I'd rather not die today.
Yeah.
When you leave the temple of the Raven
Oh
Queen,
wait, hang on. I want to get this soul out of me.
A quick soul transfer,
yeah.
and then we'll
Yeah,
go.
just like yeet it off.
okay, all right.
I was like, oh yes, also my friend here has a soul that's just kind of been hitching a ride, and I don't know why,
Okay.
but it's happened.
She thought you were leaving, but you're not leaving. You just explain that you have an extra soul in you,
Yeah.
and Evelyn says, "Oh, my goodness." All right, so you have an extra soul in you.
Yeah. How do
And you
I?
want to get it out of you?
Yeah.
Well, I can think of two. Well, first of all, you could just die, and that should solve everything. Should go where it's supposed to go.
Like permanently, or
Yeah,
just cool
just die or whatever. Or, all right, you could talk to a hag because they do a lot of soul stuff. Or, well, you all know actually, you actually did move a soul from armor to the body of a nimble-right
That's a
a
good
while
point.
back, and that was done by your necromancer friend who lives on this weird little wizard place.
No, I think
Oh,
Lily.
it was in Waterdeep.
It was
Oh,
in
it's
Waterdeep, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was
Because it was
Yami
the-
was there.
The Temple of Wonders, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, it was the armor of woe or something like that.
it was, and it is. And on my character sheet, it says whoa with like 4 H's.
Well, so you could try going back there, or just find some other great wizard or hag.
Okay. Okay. I'll
Cool.
look into that. Thank you.
You really gonna? All right.
Not right now. I just wanted to see if it could be done.
No, you could do whatever you want. I just was not expecting that.
Heh.
Tatiana. I mean, what happens if I don't even know.
Yeah, who knows? That's part of the journey.
So do you leave the temple?
Yeah. Yeah, now we're
Yes!
good. Now we're
You
good.
see Strahd, really awesome NPC. And there's some
Hey.
tiefling woman who's touching his arm and talking to him, but he's not even looking at her. He's like looking off in the distance, thinking, brooding.
I'm gonna walk up to them and use thaumaturgy to make my eyes turn blood red.
Well, I'm glad he's in the thinking about things stage right now.
Yeah.
Hey, babe, that's really hot.
Yeah. I'll just turn my dark
The
red.
gleam of the lights of Sigil really bring out the blood in your eyes.
Yeah, because they're silver now, so I'll just turn them bright red, like glow from within.
Strahd waves the tiefling away,
Yeah.
and she leaves disappointed, and because Strahd is so awesome,
I know, right?
right? And
Really rubbing it.
the best NPC, pretty much. And let's see. He quietly whispers to you, Winthrop, that he hasn't seen any sign of any bounty hunters or Githyanki.
Oh,
Thank you for keeping an eye out.
Yeah, he's looking out for you.
Of course. I've had centuries of keeping an eye on my enemies while perched on a balcony overlooking the village of Barovia,
Yeah.
thinking, of course, about Tatiana.
I'm gonna
Oh,
throat
Lord.
punch him.
Yeah, do it! Go!
Oh
Hey, really?
Why?
She doesn't look up from. She doesn't look up from her book. She just shoots her arm out, and the first thing that her fist comes in contact with.
She's been sitting there
no! She
reading
heard
it
the
the
name
whole time.
Tatiana. Is like, oh, here we go again.
Okay. I got a 7, so that is plus 9, so 16 to hit Strahd von Zarovich.
That hits. That hits.
Oh shit.
Okay. All right.
Well.
That does 6 damage to him.
Well,
He only takes 3 because he's resistant to non-magical attacks.
Oh,
still whelp.
yeah.
And then he also has an unarmed strike, so he returns the favor with a plus
Oh my
9
God,
to hit.
He's gonna bitch slap you.
I swear it's a natural 20.
No!
Oh
2d8 plus 4.
Well,
What is he doing?
Max. Alright.
no!
20.
She punched him.
20 bludgeoning.
Well, I mean, like,
Jesus.
what is that? 2d8? Like, what? Or fist made of metal? What's happening?
He's a very strong supernatural vampire. So you punch him in the throat. He looks at you stunned, and then he punches you back.
we really don't we don't need a fight right now. What's going
Harley.
on?
Harley.
Fine.
Harley, no.
Sorry, it was.
All the people in the street immediately scatter because they know that fights in the streets sometimes attract the attention of the Lady of Pain.
No! Harley,
I'm sorry, it was a reflex.
we gotta go.
I was jazzercising.
What kind of okay.
Let's go
Ugh.
before Lady of Pain comes knocking.
Those punch aerobics are really working out for you, aren't they?
Strahd's eyes flare red, and he says, "You're lucky that you have these others who care for you. Otherwise, I wouldn't hold back."
Oh, buddy, neither would I.
And let me remind you that your friend Reeves is so full of life, fresh blood. It would be a shame if someone were to use him
Punch
Yeah.
him.
as cattle.
Kill it. Do it.
Strahd,
Let your feelings flow through you.
go. Palpatine, we're not doing that.
Airly realizes that there's a panic now that she has punched Strahd in the throat, which she has wanted to do for a very long time.
This is the best episode of Dungeon Academy just for the fact that you did that. I feel blessed.
You've mentioned wanting to do that so many times. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Oh.
And she just gives him. There's no light in her eyes anymore. She just gives him the deadest stare that she can muster. And she says, "If you ever hurt any one of them, know that your head will be on a spike." And then she walks away. She keeps reading her book.
Damn.
He just
Can she roll for intimidation?
Do you want me to roll for intimidation?
Sure.
Holy moly.
Oh my god.
Oh, I feel intimidated.
16.
Okay. He just stands there and becomes a silhouette, and his shadow grows long. Mist begins to collect at his feet.
Gonna nudge him.
A church bell rings in the distance.
Stop it. Not right now.
Why
What?
do you have such
What?
good dramatic
Lightning cracks
timing?
out of nowhere.
What?
How's there even weather in Sigil?
What dark thoughts are running through his mind? You can only guess.
You know better than that. Come on.
All right, you're in Sigil. You punch Strahd von Zarovich in the throat. What else do you want to do?
Oh boy.
Is that it?
what
You
if-
want to go back to the ship?
Yeah, it's time. Guess it's time to go back.
All right. You return to the ship without incident. The Umbra followers come with you. You're on the ship. I know Airly has a lot of gainful exercise manual stuff to do. if you want to do that before you go.
Yeah.
So do you want to spend a few days hanging out on the ship until she gets her 2 points?
I mean, yeah, I feel like, well, we need to go get people from other places, right? Pick
Okay.
them up. Yeah. So I guess that's what we'll be doing while she's exercising.
Who are you going to get?
Oh, we talked about this last time. Well, ideally, Lilia would want to go to Waterdeep.
Of course, she wants Yami.
Her friend, literally, last thing she heard from her is, "Hey, your friend is gonna get executed." So yeah. But that's probably a thing that I have to talk to Dylan about anyway, so it's fine. But I think that I don't know who else you guys want to get, but I know there was the necromancer and the dragon.
Duvalia Harkin and the Air Dragon.
Yeah, and then our friends in Eberron.
Okay. Duvalia Harkin, Air Dragon.
Yeah, we're trying to Avengers this stuff.
And then that's Antonia D.
Yeah!
Donnie.
Yeah, that's what we should be doing.
And the gnomes who make magic items in House Civis.
Was that?
Yeah.
So I'll say 5 of those gnomes. And you're using, I guess, the wind chariot to go to these places? Yeah. It's much quicker. It would take months to fly to realm space.
Yeah.
Alright, so you get on the wind chariot, you go and Duvalia Harkin, the necromancer, and the air dragon. And you want them to go fight. Well, Duvalia says, no offense, but what do I get out of this?
Power and glory?
Power.
You're gonna say you killed him.
There's also gonna be a lot of demons that are gonna be dead and like laying around. So I think that like studying them necromancy magic might be very helpful.
Make a persuasion to see if you can get Duvalia Harkin to come.
Alright, let's do it. I got a 17.
Okay, that's good. Now you want to do the air dragon, so you can get the air dragon to come?
Yeah.
Now the air dragon feeds on adoration and attention and love. So.
We're doing this to save the world. And we could really use someone so wonderful and beautiful and amazing as you to help us out and come protect all of our friends that we're trying to
I'll do it.
make sure.
Also, you might get a snack if the Queen of Chaos decides to show up.
Ooh, neat. And remember, this air dragon has evolved past a physical form, so basically he's like a floating energy diamond.
Excellent.
This is from a magazine. I didn't make this up. All right, anybody else you wanted to recruit? Antonia DiMadani says, yes, I will go. Sounds fun. The gnomes go, oh, I bet there's lots of magic things to study. Of course we will go.
I mean, there was that guy who...
It'll probably give us an advantage over the other houses of Eberron that I know so much about.
Yeah.
Kenneth,
Kenneth.
Merrick's. No, Merrick's is part of the Kenneth.
Merrick's. That one also.
Dylan's gonna kill me. That's fine.
Boromar.
Oh my god. No, Boromar is a gang of halflings.
Oh.
What? I am a nerd. What's up?
I know that. All right. Anybody else you want to recruit to your cause?
I would like to bring Zerial, or at least contact.
Go back
Zerial.
to Avernus and recruit.
Oh, I can use. Well, I
Zerial.
want to try to use sending to contact her.
Sending to contact Zerial.
Yeah, because I can go through.
Ooh.
I can go through. Let me pull it up.
I don't know if it can go through dimensions.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure it was like a 10% chance.
I want to recruit Zerial.
You can send the message across any distance and even to other planes of existence, but there's a 5% chance that the message doesn't arrive.
Listen, she is a lady of law. I'm just saying, even if she is evil, like, she's gonna want to get rid of somebody who's so chaotic.
Yeah, and, like, it's really bad.
And
saved
the
her
whole
life.
forever in your debt thing.
Yeah, she kind of owes me.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess Serial's coming. And she shows up on your ship with her old ally. It's like a little baby elephant with wings.
Can the baby elephant, the baby copper dragon, and the like baby Gnarl all meet in the
Oh my god! Ah, it's cute!
Oh my god, everyone just like stops what they're doing to look at these baby things. I'm obsessed.
They're all just doing their own thing. It's adorable.
Zerial... Strahd just instinctively knows to go away when she shows up. He turns to Mist. Well, first, he gives Airly one last dirty look. Then he turns to Mist and returns to his coffin in the confines of Seraphine's cabin.
I turn to Zerial and I say, "You're my new best friend."
No, don't!
Oh,
Arlie knows she's totally evil.
I'm joking, I know. I don't want to say that. I'm not going to say that.
I will go to Waterdeep. I don't know if they'll say yes or no, but that could happen off screen.
You go to Waterdeep and stuff happens. And then
Stuff happens, and maybe it'll happen in the other game.
Mhm.
Wink.
Doing.
And if Arlie wants to come, she's totally welcome to.
I would
Wink.
love to come. I would love to come. Wink. No.
Wink.
I don't know if that's happening, but okay. Wink.
what's happening right now? I don't know.
Anyway.
Don't worry about it.
Cool.
Anyone else you want to recruit?
What else do you got? I don't know.
Sean over here going like, "There's so many NPCs."
Yeah, I wrote them all down.
Oh
What about
my
the
God,
people on your ship? You want any of them to come, or do you want to just leave them on your
Oh
ship?
yeah.
Oh, hell yeah!
Yeah,
If
bring
they want to
everyone.
come.
Everybody's coming. This
We're
is a
doing
big enemy
Avengers.
battle. We gotta kill like,
They've been helping us thus far. If they would like to help us in battle
Yeah.
too.
Listen, Sean, I don't expect you to play every NPC because we'll be here until next year playing this final battle if we do.
Oh, you
I'm
also
just imagining like a really dope ass army, okay?
You had mentioned last time actually Verdin, who's was an agent of Shemeshka that you kind of made friends with, who's secretly a member of the Prolongers, who
Right.
has found a way to live like indefinitely. And she tried to share the secret with Bravesweet, but then Bravesweet just turned it down. Just like Bravesweet turned down the idea of being possessed by the spirit of Sergei, Strahd's brother. She just said, "No thanks." And he's like,
She's not-
"Okay,
she's not
I'll go back in
interested
the lake."
Just not to want it.
So do you want Verdin to go too? The Prolonger? Yeah.
Sure.
Alright, let me find my list of people on the ship. You can tell me which ones are coming. Let's see here. There it is. Okay. Gulfscreen Bilger, the GIF with the gun. Is he coming?
He has a gun.
Yeah.
Seeker of Rainbows.
Anybody who wants to come is coming.
Okay, the Seeker of Rainbows wants to come because she wants to experience everything in the multiverse.
Let's experience pandemonium together.
Marcus
Oh,
Neural.
God.
Marcus Neural used to be a coward, but then he found courage. But now, I don't know. He's kind of on the fence about this one.
He can be on the fence on this one because Strahd's involved. I understand that.
He takes a deep breath and says, "No, I'll go."
Yeah. Yeah, Marcus. Yeah.
And Jennifer the Nimble Right will go. Also. And the Mechanical Dragon will go.
Oh my god, this is the best. This is so great. I love. This is wonderful.
All right. So
We have
God,
so many
I'm so
friends together.
scared. This is Avengers Endgame.
what about
It truly is.
What about Axel, the giant space hamster?
I don't know what his battle prowess is.
Axel, how well can you hold the sword?
He's got transparent skin. That's about it. That's it.
Yeah, I don't think.
Axel, you'll be in charge of the ship.
Okay. All right. And then you have like 3 or 4 ships full of penguin people. You want them to come too?
Penguins.
We're just dragging everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, we have like angel people, Strahd, we have, penguins, gnomes, anything and everything and everyone and whatnot.
Because there's gonna be like the wolf spiders or whatever. There's gonna be them there, so we might as well take care of that.
Yeah, the spider fiends. It's true.
Yeah, the spider fiends. So.
All right. So you got ships full of allies.
Oh, wow.
Now, getting to Pandemonium, you could either
With this many
use
people.
a portal in Sigil. There are portals that you can, but you'll have to travel a little bit through windy tunnels, or you can just go 8 at a time using the wind chariot.
I'm sorry, that image is just hilarious.
Alright, everybody get in a line.
Hang on, before we go, I wanted to
The
do
roller
stuff.
coaster.
And this is, I mean, you're waiting till she's done with the manual, right? So it'll be a few days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you spend those days getting all these people together, right?
Yes.
All right. So a few days have passed. The manual has been used. Its magic is gone
Okay.
for 100 years. Airly is more powerful. Big pile of NPCs and people you've met since the beginning. So do you want to use the wind chariot to transport people 8 at a time? Or do you want to go through a portal and travel through the tunnels of Pandemonium?
Just go through the portal, right?
Can I?
I mean, Wind has protective winds, and so do I.
But
Our quest
But we'd still have
notes,
to travel to the Citadel.
It might take days to find the Citadel through the tunnels. And every
yeah.
hour the winds will be driving us nuts.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. The night before we the night before we go, I'm gonna cast Hero's Feast. Because it lasts 24 hours, and so we'll just lose 8 hours of that. But I don't want to lose a 6th level spell. I'll cast that, and then that means I can have 12 creatures, so our party, and then I'll pick a couple and send it to you later. They're immune to poison, being frightened, make all wisdom saving throws with advantage, and then hit point maximum is increased by 2d10. So let me
you
roll.
conjure up a delicious feast. You all sit down and eat this delicious feast.
Yes, because we'll lose 8 hours, but we'll have enough time to have it while we're there, at least. Okay, so you guys get
How many people do we have, approximately?
like 30 or something.
Like 30 people?
Well, there's 4 ships of penguin people, and there's probably 15 on each ship. So that's 60, 80. You have about 100 people.
Holy shit!
Zerial sticks out from the
Just do the math real quick.
Zerial sticks out from the crowd because she's like much taller than everybody else. She's like 8 or 9 feet tall.
It's okay.
I'm just saying it will take 12 and a half trips to get everybody to there on the sphere.
That's fine. Yeah, so everyone gets an additional, you get max hit points at 11 points. And you get that for the next however many, 24 minus 8. So, got an extra 11 hit points for 16 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
And because I just didn't want to waste that while we're there, so
Yeah.
it'll last long enough.
So you all have this like magic meal.
Oh my god.
Do you do or say anything special at this magic meal?
I think Seraphine should give a speech.
Speech? Okay.
Is Strahd invited to this meal or no?
Yeah, Strahd's invited, Zariel's invited.
Oh, weird.
Whoever the most...
They're on opposite sides of the table.
Yeah.
I want the most, like, heavily OP people to be, like, prepared. You know what? I'll invite Marcus just because I want him to not die.
Airily, during the meal, your duck repeatedly informs you that Strahd is staring at you. He's looking at you again.
I don't know what to say.
I'm worried about that.
I stare back at him. Like
Staring contact.
you know
contest.
when like you see somebody staring at you and you're like, why are you staring? What are you doing?
Everybody's eating this delicious magic meal. This is such a delicious hero's feast. And then you two lock eyes. Again, because he's a vampire.
No. Don't you
God.
dare.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's great.
Is it before or
Oh
after
god,
she's
she's so
done
dumb. I can't.
Well, Sean, is it before or after she's done eating?
It's during the meal, so before.
Shit.
What'd you get?
6.
You are charmed by him.
Ah!
You regard him as
That's the greatest.
you regard him as a trusted friend to be heeded and protected.
Hey, Arlie, are you doing okay?
You are not under his control, but you take his requests or actions in the most favorable way, and you are a willing target if he wanted to bite you.
I'm so mad right now.
Gives
You
you-
started this!
He gives you just the slightest smug smile, and then
turns.
turns.
She waves at him.
He turns his attention to Seraphine.
Do I notice what just happened?
Is there any way to break this charm? Like,
Greater
does it
restoration.
go away? Oh,
I have dispel magic. Does that count? Can you dispel charm?
Well, you gotta know what's happening, so
Yeah, we don't know. Okay. I'll just kind of.
there will.
We might sense something's up now that.
Yeah, you might note it if certain. I mean, there's a chance you're gonna figure it out. Obviously.
Well,
Yeah.
Seeing as
Later.
Arlie throat punched him the other day.
Yeah. Is
it
Arlie just like super nice to him now? And
We don't know.
Absolutely.
But we don't know
Wait a
yet.
second.
It depends on other things. It's just
Yeah.
if we notice, we notice.
Well, my passive perception.
yeah,
takes me-
if I notice it later, then I will dispel it. But if I don't notice it, then just
We don't notice
Well,
right
let's
now.
say all
boy!
of you can make a perception check. We'll do it like that.
Okay.
So as you're eating, you might notice they're staring at each other.
would it be perception or insight?
Hold on.
Insight would work. Yeah.
27.
Oh jeez.
24.
Oh jeez.
Oh, wait. Insight or perception?
Yeah.
Okay, 28.
So Seraphine and Winthrop, you both see this happen.
I just go. I thought.
What are you doing, Strahd? What did you do?
I am admiring your grace and your incredible magic power. This feast has bolstered
Strahd.
your companions.
Sorry, you can't eat any.
Strahd. Well, he has to.
It is my curse. The curse of Strahd. He looks up and
Strahd, don't bullshit me.
Inspiration point.
Yeah, inspiration point for Strahd. What did you do to Arlie? You're looking at her weird. She got this big stupid grin on her face.
She always has that.
Not always.
Not when she's staring at you.
Yeah.
This will make it easier. I won't have to worry about getting stabbed in the back by your psychotic ally.
Oh
not-
my god.
She won't stab you in the back if you play nice.
He stands up and he says, "Very well. I release you." And he dramatically sweeps his hand and the
Oh.
charm goes away.
That's fine.
I'll return to my coffin. I wouldn't want to ruin your feast. Farewell, my darling. He turns
I don't know why, but I'm gonna kick Strahd's butt tomorrow.
Arlie, later. We need him for the fight.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Seraphine, he did that on his own volition.
Oh no, I know. I'm gonna talk to him. But I talked to, I talked to the people in Umber's Temple. Prince Buttongleam gave me this book, and I'm gonna see if he kind of, we can turn him good again.
For the record, you recall the conversation with Murdy Curdy? I can't say his real name.
Yes.
It's a physical impairment. It's something I have to do. But didn't he say that Strahd would betray us?
That's why I have a plan.
What if that, this whole thing was a catalyst for that?
That would be very bad.
Yeah.
Arlie he could betray her, and it would count as us because we are a group.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, well, I have a plan. If you guys want, I can ask him if he's willing to be put under some kind of spell to not hurt us or betray us in any way. I have to ask, because he can say no, but I can try if that's something that's really important, because, I still technically have Tatiana, so I can't really refuse. But it's up to you guys. I don't like the thought of messing with someone's mind like that. But if it's something you're worried about, I can try.
I don't know how much I'm worried about it. It's just something I felt like I needed to vocalize.
Well, it's important. I don't want him hurting Arlie, and I get why you did it, but I'm not happy about it. And you and I are going to have a talk when we're not facing certain death.
I understand where you're coming from, and I know you want to do good and make people better, but also there's some people who don't want to be better, even though you give them all the resources to do so.
So what's the other option? Trying to rehabilitate someone, or letting them stay unhealthy and unhappy and loose on the world? Would it be a greater evil to let him run wild with whatever evil intentions he might have, or actively show him that, it's possible to have friends and learn how to be a good person?
Some things aren't your responsibility to take care of.
No.
Though I do see where you're coming from here.
Neither of us is right or wrong. I totally understand. I know if it was me, I'd want someone else to help me, like you guys helped me. And hey, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, But I would feel a little better knowing, okay, if it can't be saved, keep your enemies close.
I guess so, but they're gonna be, doing this for a long time if you're trying to get him to get on your side without pressuring him because of your having a lost soul inside of you.
Well, that's why I'm kind of hoping that, it's a long uphill battle, and I don't know if I'll be at it forever, but if he learns that, I care about him, I can't speak for y'all, but if I care about him, then maybe he'll want to do better. Which, I'm not saying he does, but, maybe sometimes someone needs some kindness and understanding for their situation. Because otherwise, what are we going to do? We're going to kill him? You're going to kill Strahd von Zarevich?
That'd be so lame.
There are crickets in the room as everybody's like,
No.
If he betrays us, I won't hesitate.
Yeah,
Okay, then I'll go.
if he hurts you or any of my other friends, I will not hesitate to murder him.
Okay, then I'll go place a geas on him. See if that works.
Might give him some brain pain if he even tries to, but
Yeah, it'll keep him from crying.
don't know if it'll stop him, but it'll hurt him.
So
Ah.
after the heroes feast, Seraphine, you're gonna go to Strahd and
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him.
okay. So you go to your room.
Yeah.
Strahd is there. This is Seraphine. Soon we will be going into a deadly battle, and while I will do everything I can to keep you alive, this could be our last day on this mortal coil. And
Then
I believe that we should share an embrace.
Well, Strahd, I have a favor to ask of you. As, say, my last wish.
Yes?
I want to believe the best in you, and I want to do something to ensure that you don't do anything that'll hurt us on accident. Totally know you won't do that, but better safe than sorry as my last wish. Would you allow me?
To what?
I just want to put some safeguards into place. It'll help, help protect you, help protect us as a group. But I need your permission to be willing that you won't try to fight me.
If it means that you will spend time in my arms tonight, then I will do anything.
Okay, cool. And I'll cast Geas on him.
Wow, you have that spell?
I do. I've had it prepared. I was going to use it on Zariel. It's a 5th level spell.
I also have it prepared.
Yeah, I've had it for like the longest time. As soon as I
high
got
level.
Zariel, I was like, I want to do this.
Yeah, it's a 5th level spell.
Alright, geez. Let's see, how does this work? Alright,
Basically,
magical command, forcing it to carry out some service or refrain from some action or course of activity. It must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed by you. He will willingly fail the save if you agree to his...
Sex for favors.
Well, yeah, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Hey, that's why I wanted him to fail it. If you willingly fail.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Let me
So
think
what's
of
the
it.
geese say?
I'm gonna try to come up with something that covers everything.
Geese.
You will not knowingly harm, injure, or betray me or my party in any form. And what else can I? What safeguard? And you will.
Okay.
And you will act only in our best interests. That does not directly go against us. Indirectly or directly go against us.
So you cast the geese, you word the phrase, he glows, his eyes glow. And yeah, he's under your spell.
That lasts for 30 days. You got a month. Get your shit together for a month.
Alright. Alright, so you guys are gonna rest one more time, or what?
Yeah.
How long does the feast last? The fast?
It lasts for 24 hours,
Okay.
so if the long rest is 8 hours, we've got 16 left.
So you have a feast, you geese, Strahd, and you're all gonna rest, and then the next day you'll head to the Citadel of Chaos. Is that the deal?
Yeah.
Alright, the night passes. The next day, everybody's gathered on the ships, and our quest stand is going to start ferrying people on the wind chariot. Do you all want to go first, I assume?
Yeah.
So there's you, all four, and then Brave Sweet. And then I'm going to say that Chungus and Gnarl and the Blink Dog don't count as...
Yeah, just hold him.
So you have 3 other people you can put on the first trip. Strahd wants to be.
Sure.
Twinthrop, wielding Zephyrus, wants to be on it.
Yes. Yes.
Cool.
He
Yes.
dramatically steps forward as his wind armor creates wind that blows all over the place. And then Zariel, probably.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Sort of like your
So it's really awkward with Zariel on one side and Strahd on the other, just like
super.
Yeah.
All right. So there's flavor text. So he activates the wind chariot. You're inside a magic tornado, and he takes you to the Citadel of Chaos.
I'm scared.
On the screen,
I'm so scared.
there's an overhead map of it. I sent some of these images to you in Twitter also.
Yeah.
There's another image that's also of the Citadel. Let me switch up this. Alright, let's go with that right there. Okay. Here's the flavor. Our Questan's Wind Chariot certainly is an efficient mode of travel, and it's much more comfortable and safe than some of you thought it would be. Although a great cyclone keeps it aloft, you don't feel any breeze except the one created by the sheer speed of your movement. At the beginning of your journey, the area around you passes by at an amazing rate. The terrain becomes a little more than strange. You pass through the silvery void of the astral plane, where there is no scenery at all, and then through a pool of shimmering color that you see only for an instant. Now you are making your way through an endless series of dark, damp tunnels. Though you are protected by some kind of shield around the chariot, you sense that it is an unpleasant environment outside. Occasionally a nasty odor drifts in from nowhere. There are frequent thumps and rattles as monstrous gusts of wind that buffet your craft. It seems to you that the air would have to blow very hard to jar the chariot of a Duke of the Wind. The thought isn't comforting. The tunnel you are in seems as vast as any river valley on your world. There even seems to be some kind of river meandering along the bottom far below, and you all know, because you were in Avernus, that that river is actually the River Styx. It flows in Pandemonium. But instead of gentle hills rising up from the vale to a blue sky, only circular walls of damp stone close overhead, so that bare rock hangs where clouds should be floating. Ahead you see a tremendous promontory soaring from the tunnel's soggy depths and rising halfway to the lofty roof. A fortress like no other you have seen caps the outcropping. You seem to be fairly close already, but as the minutes pass by you realize that the promontory and fortress are still a vast distance away. Their sheer size fools your senses. The peak must be at least 7 miles high, and the fortress that crowns it is a half mile on a side if it's an inch. There, guarded by Miska himself, you shall find the 7th segment of the rod, Arquestan announces. The chariot continues to approach. You begin to notice a haze, a filmy mist in the air, that sheaths the spire and the fortress like a huge blanket, except that it floats several hundred feet above the fortress's highest tower. That is the Cocoon of Law, says Arquestan. It is the barrier that has held Miska in durance for eons. Arquestan circles the spire slowly, and you have the chance to peer over the huge structure. Your gaze follows his pointing finger as he says, "Hold, I like this knot." You see a part of the cocoon fluttering in the breeze like a sheet of tattered linen in a storm. He realizes that that is the tear in the cocoon that the spider fiends have been pouring into. So he lands you in the courtyard. And you can all step off the disc. And let's see. So the courtyard is just a flat area between the towers on the map. Alright. You're in a tunnel on a tall spire of white rock. The spire is 7 miles high. There is the River Styx way down below. The citadel is made of black, white, and red stone. It's built on a gargantuan scale, and the walls appear to be 100 feet thick. You can sense the rod. This place is huge, so it only narrows it to like 300 feet, but because this place is so vast, Lily, you have a pretty clear sense that the rod is in a tower that appears to be accessed by a bridge way up in the air. All right. So you're in the courtyard. There's a couple things in this courtyard. First of all, you see a lot of husks dotting the ground. And on the walls, there are mosaics. There are 1, 2, 3. It looks like about 7 of them. So our quest stand lands. You can all get off. And he says, well, I guess I'll go get the others. Be
Thank
careful.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, who else is scared shitless?
Me. Arlie, are you planning on being up close for melee, or
Oh, speaking of,
what would you like to do?
I think that it would probably be better if I stayed back because I don't want to die.
hey, do you have a bow?
Yeah, I have a bow.
You want
Okay.
to upgrade it? I still have the rune. Let's upgrade it.
Okay.
Yeah. Who wants Death Ward? Doesn't want to die.
Who does?
Okay, I'll grab.
I want to die.
Well, you're the center of all, bitch.
Yeah,
What'd she
let's
say?
not have the universe implode while we're trying to save it.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Arlie have the +1 rune be attributed to her longbow or whatever it was.
Does
So
it
that
like
it-
add
Oh,
like a
well.
magical gleam onto it?
Yeah. Because that's what we did with Brave Sweet's bow too. Wow.
Yep.
I like
Okay.
it. Well,
Well,
I think this might be. I'm ready. Let's finish this. Yeah.
ah!
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
So,
We've got this, right?
We got this.
how are we
Wait.
gonna...
I,
What?
in order to figure out like where things are, we have those rings of X-ray from Eberron, I think.
Yes.
We could probably use that to help figure out where to go.
Yeah. We could also like point the rod and just ask, "Hey, where's the last piece?"
So basically, from what you can see, to get to where the rod is, go inside a main building, go up some stairs, and that'll bring you to a bridge that you walk across, and that will bring you to this big tower. It's the tower with the blue roof on the left on the screen. That seems to be the way to go.
How tall is the bridge? Or how far up is
It's
it?
200 feet up.
Oh shit, I can't fly that. Okay. Okay.
And you're there's all these weird husks dotting the ground around you. And
I
there are
don't trust
mosaics on the buildings and the walls.
I fully expect things to pop out.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me, yeah. I'll, okay, should we, go up then? Or should we wait for all of our friends to come?
I mean, we're almost out of time, so I'm
Yeah.
just saying we can just start next time.
Yeah.
Well, I want to do one more thing before we stop.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
okay.
Then do the thing, Sean.
Do
An
the thing. I assume
individual
we're-
walks around the side of a building. They are wearing a green hooded cloak that obscures who or what they are. But in a gloved hand, they are holding a little stone device with a blinking light on it. It is
Are
a
you
bounty
serious
hunter
right now?
tracking fob. Winthrop's fourth bounty hunter is here waiting for Winthrop.
I knew it!
No, we have a
told you!
whole army of
Kill
100
us.
people. We can take care of this. It's fine.
I told you, they're coming!
In a man's voice underneath the hood. It says, "I am here for the one known as Winthrop Starbrook. You have
Yeah.
violated a deal with Vorkesis, the Master of Fate. I am here to bring you in. Please,
Not
hand over Winthrop, and no one
No.
will get hurt."
We're in the middle of a battle. Can you come back later?
We're gonna
Yeah.
get hurt.
Literally,
anyway.
we're about to go into a huge war.
The individual sighs and throws the cloak to the side, and you see it is the legendary drow Drizzt Do'Urden wielding
What
his
the
2
hell?
magical scimitars.
What?
He says, "I guess we'll do this the hard way."
Oh my god!
What?
In my
Hard.
campaign, when I was a kid, my brother played Drizzt Do'Urden as a character, and he got thrown in prison, and he died in prison. So his soul has been in possession of Vorkises for hundreds and hundreds of years, and he's finally got his chance to be free. All he's got to do is bring in Winthrop.
We can't kill him, guys. We can't.
Oh, we can! Of course we can!
I'll make him my new boyfriend. I'll trade straws.
Listen,
What?
I'm way more...
A better option, to be honest.
What?
Yeah, like, steps up, girl. Like, you, yeah. He has a pet tiger. I'm just saying.
Panther.
Get him down.
All right, and that's where we'll stop
Oh,
for today.
Okay.
Oh my
Why don't we
God.
do plugs? I got
Don't know
any
how to-
plugs.
Hey, everybody. I have commissions open right now. I have a special deal for a couple drawings until Valentine's Day. So if you want cute pictures of your ships like Seraphine and Driss, send them over my way.
I'll do it.
Whoa.
I'm gonna cry.
What?
You can find all that information on my Twitter, and you can also go watch Retroverse on Scotty Hood's channel, where I play 2 characters who are both wonderful, and both are magical girls. So,
Rena, got any plugs?
Not really. You can find me at Twitter at Miko_Karina, MIKO_CARINA, and most other social medias under the same username. And yeah.
Callie, got any plugs?
You can find me on Twitter at CapCallie. I have commissions open. I will do art for you. I am in a Call of Cthulhu game on Tuesday, every other Tuesday on Uncanny Adventure channel. And it's not scary yet, but we're getting there, and I'm scared, and that's it.
Chloe, got any plugs?
listen, the last Western Call of Cthulhu game that she ran had baby Yetis and marshmallows, so I think you're fine.
That sounds cool. Chloe, got any plugs?
Just follow me
Yeah.
on Twitter at Chloe_Fairy1. If everything goes to plan, we'll have plans for next session, and I will probably be uploading something that I'm trying to work on. It's taking way too long, but now we got Drizzt, so check out that.
It's just Drizzt.
That's like the first. Okay, that's like the first character I knew from D&D. I was a part of the fangirl like group on fan fiction way back in the day,
Oh,
like about this character. So I have a lot of stuff on him.
wow. Okay.
Oh my
So
Wow.
I'm fangirling way too hard.
Wow. All right,
This
and
is great.
I'll be back next week. We didn't have Hell's Rebels yesterday. A couple people couldn't make it, but we should have one next Saturday at 6:30, and then next Sunday we'll be back here, and they'll be going through the Citadel of Chaos. So we'll see what happens. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.